So good. Shopster's Hideaway. Welcome back. Episode 6. And hold on, let me get comfy. Shibuya. Bang. Let me kick off my shoes too. I'm a little too far back. Hold on. Better. Sorry. No, I'm a little upset. I recorded this whole entire episode, and we're just really comfy today. Okay, this episode's really gonna be laid back and chill. If you haven't noticed, BTR hoodie. Okay, one of the greatest shows I've seen of my lifetime. Hands down, top 4, top 3, actually. The time this episode comes out, it will be 2026. What the heck? What the hell happened? COVID was 6 years ago. 2016 was 10 years ago. You know, the theme for my week this week has been nostalgia. Just nostalgic. I've been feeling very nostalgic. And I was thinking about what to make this episode, and what better than nostalgia, right? Like I said, 2016 was 10 years ago. When you think about it, I don't know. I know a lot of people my age, especially. I'm not sure if you're listening to this. Comment down below if you think the same. I know a lot of people do, so this is why I'm saying it. But 2016, in that era, I'd say 2016 to 2018 were some of the best years of my life. And I'm not even kidding. Like, I really wish I was. I'm not. You know, in 2016, I was 14 years old, so I definitely was middle school. Definitely middle school, maybe early. No way of 14-year-olds out in high school. No, I was in middle school for sure, right? But damn, guys, seeing 2026 just makes me want to go back to 2016 so bad. So I brought henceforth some reasons why 2016 was the best year we've ever experienced, and why we will probably never experience anything better ever again. And I say that lightly because I don't know. I hope I have a better year. I feel like every year since 2016 has just gone downhill. You know, and it's crazy to say that, but it's true. It's true. So I asked ChatGPT. I know, shame on me. I asked ChatGPT, which, first of all, can we talk about that? I actually use AI more than I thought I would. Okay, you know, everyone's like, people are talking to AI. And I was like, that's weird. Why would you ever do that? I don't talk to AI, but I low-key do be asking it to do a lot for me. Like, do this, do that, do this, do that, and it's kind of nice. But I asked ChatGPT to create, or just tell me a little bit of nostalgia and why it feels so good yet hurts so bad. Okay, here's what ChatGPT said. It said, and it low-key cooked, I think nostalgia hits hardest when life feels uncertain, when things are moving fast, when the future feels blurry. The past feels safe because it's already written. Nothing can go wrong there anymore. Your favorite memories don't change. They're frozen, untouched by stress, bills, expectations, or pressure. And sometimes visiting those memories feels like a break your brain desperately needs. Wow. Yeah. That's true, you know. I've been on nostalgia TikTok, if you will. They're showing not only 2016, but like even farther back. I'm talking showing photos of what Target used to look like in the early 2000s, like when you go on a shopping trip with your mom and it looks like this. You know, Walmart had a lobster tank. Target had a food court. Guys, like, it used to be so fun to go outside. It used to be so much fun to go out and shop. What the hell happened? What the hell? You know, like, there was such a... I need to look up this word to make sure I'm using it. I'm about to use the word visceral, okay? A deep, instinctive, emotional reaction that felt physically in the body. Okay, it's like a gut feeling, okay? I don't think I was going to use it in the right way. But the feeling... Guys, okay. Chopster... Oh my gosh, guys. I can't believe... Chopster's Hideaway. I apologize. I jumped in so fast. If you have a beer, crack it open. If you have a water, crack it open. If you have a little coconut with a little straw and a tiny umbrella, crack it open. Get to sucking. On the straw. Sorry, I just jumped the gun here. That's how excited. It's a visceral reaction I had to nostalgia, okay? Guys, I want you to go ahead, take the time, close your eyes. If you're driving, especially close your eyes, okay? Feel the words I'm about to say. Your parents, your mom, your dad, one of them, somebody, your guardian, I don't know what you had. Somebody, your parents, yeah, I'm just saying your parents for the sake of this, okay? Just hear me out. One of your parents asked you to go shopping with them, okay? Yes, I would love to go shopping with you. So where do you go first? You know, you hit up the mall, right? The mall looks like this, a lot of colors, a lot of the weird kind of art on the wall for some reason that was popular back then that you can't really explain, but it looks beautiful. You walk into a store. You see this huge spiral tower. What is it? Webkinz. You shuffle through a couple of the Webkinz. Which one are you going to grab? You already have the snake. You already have the frog. You already have the tiger. What are you going to grab? You know, for if it was me, I'm grabbing the weirdest one. I low-key would grab the whale. If you're my sister, you're just going to grab like the dog. Which is fine too, but comes with this little ID tag that you don't bend. You're so scared to bend it because you don't want to go home and type in the code wrong. You need to keep the tag or else you can't play with it online, you know? You put it in the bag. You keep walking through the mall. You go hang out with your mom a little bit. Maybe go into Justice if you have a sister, if you're a girl, or if you're a boy, you kind of just hang out. I don't really remember the mall too much, but anyway, your mom then takes you to Target. All right, you walk in and right there on your right is Pizza Hut. Icy slushies. Neon lights, spinning chairs, the red tables. I meant the red chairs with the white tabletops. Guys, this could make me cry. This could make me cry how beautiful this is. All right, you walk around Target for a little bit. You go to the toy section, okay? Not only are there so many toys, there's so many different... What do you call those? Like you go to the toys. You see all the displays, okay? Pirates of the Caribbean display at Target. Davy Jones dangling in front of you. Ooh, that's a little weird. His Davy Jones' tentacle hanging right in front of you, okay? Think about it. Captain America, Civil War, displays, okay? Back when Toys R Us had displays. You walk through Toys R Us, aisles and aisles and aisles of toys, but the displays, guys. I haven't seen a display like that since I was a kid. If you're me, man, you're going straight for the Skylanders, right? The portal. How the hell does it work? You don't know. You don't care. You're telling me there's an action figure I could put on a portal and I could play it on a game? Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. Disney Infinity 2, if you will. Guys, your mom says it's time to go get some groceries, right? Where are you guys going? Where are we gonna get groceries? Walmart. Now this is Walmart before it was a little gross. I'm sure it was gross back then, but you didn't care. I didn't see gross when I was a little kid. You know what I saw? A lobster tank. Lobster tank all the way in the back, maybe. Lobsters with a little couple of rubber bands on them. Crazy actually, the fact that they had a lobster tank at Walmart. But your mom's walking up down the aisles. She says you can pick some snacks. Okay, let's see what kind of snacks there are. You know what? What are you going to reach for? Are you going to reach for the Yogos? The yogurt-covered balls of, I don't even know what the hell they are, but the Yogos. We all had them. We all loved them, too. You going to reach the Kellogg's Stackers fruit stacks? You maybe go down the candy aisle. You reach for a little pack of Kissables, Hershey's Kissables. The candy coated colored chocolate chips. Right, insane. You go down the cereal aisle and you reach for a box of honeycombs. What happened to honeycombs, man? I don't see honeycombs anymore. I know they're on the aisle. I'm not getting them. Kind of gross. Guys, that's just a little bit of the nostalgia feeling that it used to be, man. It used to be so fun to go outside. Now it's not. I go to Walmart and I genuinely feel the most gross I've ever felt in my entire life. I walk into Walmart and I genuinely feel like I am at the zoo. Why is there shit on the floor? It's Walmart. What do you expect? You're in Walmart when there's 7 different coffee cups, all scattered across this one aisle, and you just, nobody touches it. There's always a shattered, a shattered bottle of salsa too, just on the ground. You're like, yeah, what are you gonna do? It's Walmart. Man, what a time to be alive. Being a kid at that age was so much fun, but I want to put emphasis on the year 2016, okay? This is what this whole episode was going to be about for me. 2016, guys, was 10 years ago. I already said that. I don't know if you remember. Let me do a little old walla crack. Do you guys remember the clown epidemic in 2016? For some reason, it was clowns were everywhere. And, if you want to actually check out my YouTube channel, I actually have a video of clown hunting on my YouTube channel if you guys want to check that out. But clowns were, weirdly popular. People were dressing up as clowns, hiding in cornfields, just waiting for kids to find them. And some of them were actually killing people, which is kind of scary to think. My school actually got a clown threat, and they locked the doors. That's weird to think about, nowadays. I wrote down some things from 2016 that I need you guys to remember, okay? If you guys can remember back 10 years ago, it's hard. It is hard, especially when life's just been real bad recently. But 2016, this is right when social media was booming, okay? I'm pretty sure Vine was still big back then. Trends were iconic and the music was peak, is what I wrote down. Music. It was... The music in 2016 needs to be studied. Now, I don't know if it was because we all were in middle school, in high school, and we all were around each other, but it felt like everybody was listening to the same artists, the same songs, the same albums. 2016 was just that era where everybody was listening to SoundCloud rappers. Everyone was listening to rap, and everybody was listening to all this crazy music that is genuinely probably not the best, but thinking back at it, it was awesome. peak. You got Lil Uzi Vert. Okay? These were some songs made in 2016. Tell me it wasn't the best year. Closer by the Chainsmokers. Panda by Designer. Frank Ocean. Guys, Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. You know, the music in 2016 used to have a little bit of like EDM, but pop. You know, it was like, bow, wow, wow, wow. Why was it like that? I don't know. Why don't they make music like that actually now? I'm sure they do, and I'm sure it's not as cool. But guys, like, that's music back then was peak, genuinely peak. You know, I think the closest we have ever gotten to world peace too was in 2016. I genuinely think that. I think Pokemon Go was the closest we have ever gotten to world peace. I know everybody says that, but like, think about this for a damn second, okay? That was the sole reason why a lot of people got outside, right? I don't even like Pokemon. You know what it had me doing? Going. Had me out there catching them all. There was such a primal feeling to Pokemon Go that was like, Pokemon grit, Pokemon there, Pokemon grab. Yikes. Guys, what the fuck am I doing? No, there was... You log into Pokemon Go for the first time, right? You're just flicking the ball, okay? Catching them all, sure. You're moving the phone, catching them, whatever. The first one you catch is like, that's pretty cool. I like this game. Turn your phone off, turn it back on, you feel the buzz. Bing. Oh, there's Charizard. Okay, I mean, I'll grab that. That's pretty cool. Swing. Then one of your buddies like, why are you throwing it straight? Why don't you curve that shit? What do you curve that? So by the third one, you're low-key spinning that damn ball. You're spinning it, hooking it to the right. Boom. Okay, that was kind of cool. That was really cool. I kind of like the way that made me feel internally. You know, by day 2, you're out here doing tricks with that damn ball ain't nobody ever seen your whole life. Like I said, I never watched Pokemon Go, but goddamn was I the best trainer. Swing, boom, woom, woom, woom. 3 stars up. Oh my god, I think I like this game a lot. You know, I knew Pokemon Go was so good when it was a summer day. It was a summer day, and me and some buddies would go out, and we're like, wait, did you just notice there were 7 kids on bicycles playing Pokemon Go, and they all ran that way? Oh, that's crazy. I wonder what it could be. Snorlax. It was a Snorlax. Now, at the time, that was the craziest shit. Genuinely. Snorlax was like finding crack in a carpet. I've never done it, but I'm sure that's what it feels like, you know, trying to find a crystal in the carpet, you know. You look down at that little mini map and you see 3 steps away is the Snorlax. You click on it, it's over here. Oh my god. Now you're looking around. Why are there hundreds of kids around me? There's thousands of children just on their cell phones, not even looking at. Some are bumping into you. Some are actually running into cars. Genuinely, I saw that happen with my own 2 eyes. One of my buddies slammed into a car during Pokemon Go. You know what he did? Got up. You know what we went to go do? Grab the Snorlax after that. You're fine. Brush it off. Shake It Off. Taylor Swift. Was that 2016? Hold on.
Shake It Off was released on August 18th, 2014.
2014, a little too early. We don't talk about that. Yeah, you're seeing like thousands of kids. You're like, oh my god, I need to go now. Start getting on your bicycle because I couldn't drive. So I'm like, you know, going so damn quick on my bicycle. So damn quick. What is it? I'm not even kidding you when I say this either. Hundreds of kids. Spinning that damn ball, hooking it. You're like, he's right here. Oh my god. Snorlax is right here. You see him, he pops up on some screens. He never popped up on my screen for some reason, you know. Everybody's freaking out and whatever. He's gone. He flees. Oh my god. Guys, there was no feeling like that, genuinely. There was no feeling like what team are you? Red, blue, yellow? Currently. Yikes. Did I just out myself that I still play Pokemon Go? I think I did. Come join the yellow wave, baby. No, 2016 was beautiful. It was genuinely beautiful. Think about the movies, too, that was released. Finding Dory. The Ghostbusters movie. Actually, we don't talk about that one. That was a little gross. Sing. Trolls. You know, if you're a guy like me, okay, and you've never seen Trolls, I have seen Trolls, but I'm just saying, and you've never seen Trolls, what are you doing? What are you doing, dude? I think my girlfriend showed me Trolls for the first time, and I was like, why would I ever want to watch a movie about damn trolls? It sounds so stupid. Had me listen to the soundtrack for weeks afterwards. You know that one scene in Trolls where they're in the pot for some reason, like they're about to get cooked. Oh, spoiler alert! Skip ahead, but they're in the pot. They're about to get cooked alive. You know, and they're all like down. Their colors fade, and they all have those wrist watches or bracelets or whatever. And then all of a sudden, they all start lighting up. Bing, boom, boom, bong, bing, bong, bing. They all start singing. They get their color back. I'm surprised that didn't win an Oscar. How beautifully choreographed that was. That was so good. What else did I write about 2016? As I grow up, obviously, you know, I realized that, yes, 2016 was such a good year. But, yeah, was it the best? Yeah, absolutely, it was. I would sit in front of you and tell you I think it was. But, you know, hopefully 2026 is all of our years. You know, hopefully that this year we can all have fun. The feeling of nostalgia is real strong nowadays, and I'm not gonna fight it. I low-key will like. I will stay liking those TikToks that are like this. You know, the which one are you picking type beats. I love those. I'll always like those. Those make me cry. Not really, but they make me want to cry. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know, nostalgia's fun, but it kind of sucks too. Thinking back so much kind of just makes the future suck. So I'm going into 2026. I'm gonna try not to reminisce on the past as much as I have in the past. Bars. This is the time of the episode, guys. As we come to the unwind, the hangout's over. You know, you all let me yap for 30 minutes ish, and now I'm sitting in front of you guys. I want to shout out all you guys on YouTube Shorts. You know, YouTube Shorts is absolutely killing it. 3.8 thousand views. Holy crap! Y'all make me look like I'm actually doing something. Killer. If you guys watch this on YouTube Shorts, comment. This is awesome, dude. You guys are my favorite platform. I love this. Go check out my page. I have some cool videos, guys. Check it out. It's cool. It's awesome. Shout out YouTube Shorts, man. I also have a bunch of fun holiday videos that are up on my social media right now. Me and my sister did a tier list that you guys should go check out. It's actually hilarious. Had such a blast doing that. If you just want more content, which is fun, you know. Wish I had more for you guys. I don't. I like to keep these short and sweet, so I don't really like talking too much. You know, maybe that will change in the future, but it's like also not. It's not like anybody really listens to the 30 minutes anyway. So, hopefully you guys had a great holiday season. Hopefully, for me, it hasn't even been Christmas yet, so I still get to open up Christmas presents. But like 23, what the hell am I talking about, guys? Seriously, God damn. No, hopefully New Year's treated everybody right. Welcome 2026. Make it your year. Seriously, if you have any goals you're trying to do them, dude. What are you waiting for? Seriously, like, there's no better time than right now to start them. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I'm gonna do one of those cheesy little things, dude. If you made it this far, say 20. Comment your favorite part of 2016. Okay. Have a good night, everybody. I hope to see you guys again. I'll definitely see you guys again, but I hope you guys come back. Hopefully, it's so much fun. And Chopster's Hideaway, another successful episode in the books. Ciao.